What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game Army Man Sarge's Heroes 2, which was released on the Nintendo 64, Game Boy Color, PlayStation, and PlayStation 2 by the 3DO company. And it's pretty much a sequel to the first game, Army Man Sarge's Heroes. And pretty much I'm going to talk about the Game Boy Color version because the missions and playable characters are different than the home console versions. Now, the plot of the game is that Bridget Blue has made some type of serum that reverses plastification, and Sarge and his troops are on a mission to destroy the serum, take out the tan soldiers, and capture General Plastro and Tannenberg. Now, this game, pretty much the Game Boy Color version of this game, has 30 missions where Sarge and his troops pretty much take out the Tan Army. Now, the playable characters in this game are Vicky, Scorch, and Riff. You know what I'm saying? You pick one of them when you drive a different military vehicle in each stage, depending on the stage itself. Now, the the vehicles that you can drive are military boats, tanks, helicopters, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The main weapons on these vehicle is like a M16 or a turret or something or a minigun, depending on the vehicle itself. You know what I'm saying? Plus 10 missiles. You know what I'm saying? Now you can pretty much get two items. You know what I'm saying? A stronger version of the main weapon and 5 extra missiles if you like destroy a specific item, whether it's a crate or a tan base or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now there is a radar in there to point you to where the general direction of a particular tan base is at. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's tank towers or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Now, pretty much each mission has a specific objective, like either say like rescuing a hostage or escorting the colonel to a particular place while protecting them from the Tan Army. You know what I'm saying? And the game does have different areas that you pretty much fight in the 30 missions. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much like the city, desert, snow areas, and different things like that. And this game does have uh, variety like that with each of the missions. You know what I'm saying? Now, the graphics and design of Army Man Sarge's Heroes 2 are pretty mediocre and muddy, even though the color palette is pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? For like for a Game Boy Color game and all that. You know what I'm saying? I do like the locations because they show like different varieties, like I mentioned earlier. You know what I'm saying? Now, the gameplay and the controls of Army Men Sergeant Heroes 2 are pretty much the best part of the game, in my opinion, because of I like the way the vehicles turn and move and all that. Pretty fluid, in my opinion. Plus, I like the weapons that you can use. You have to be pointing in a specific direction to really destroy one of the like towers and or tanks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now the soundtrack, that one is like pretty limited to the start screen and the character selection screen. You know what I'm saying? Now, other than that, there's no soundtrack while you actually playing the game, which, in my opinion, is a disappointment because if you play most games from like the NES to now, the majority of the games got like a soundtrack to it when you're playing it. And to me, 3DO company pretty much dropped the ball in that regard. You know what I'm saying? The gameplay should have had some soundtrack to it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the soundtrack to the start screen and the and the character select screen is pretty mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Now, Army Men overall, in terms of Sarge's Heroes 2, is a pretty mediocre game. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a good game. I would say you're better off playing the PlayStation 2 version, PlayStation 1 version, or the 64 Nintendo 64 version of Army Man Sarge's Heroes. Now, as far as the score is concerned, I definitely give it a 5 out of 10. With that being said, if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification button. Not only that, if you have a comment about the Game Boy Color version of Army Man Sergeant's Heroes 2, you can do that. If you think that the console versions of this particular game is better than the Game Boy Color version, you can also mention that too. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.